What to say about Pong? Forget your Super Marios and your Sonics, this is essentially where video gaming really began, where things started to take off. Well, before that whole E.T. thing happened anyway. In the early 1970s, Atari's co-founder Nolan Bushnell assigned a training exercise to programmer Allan Alcorn. That exercise would materialise into Pong. So impressed by Allan's work on this piece of software was the Atari head honchos that they had decided to release it as an arcade game. It made its debut in a California arcade in 1972. Back then it would cost you 25 cents per game. Pong went on to become the first truly commercially successful video game, and as I speak in 2022, 50 years since this game originally released, there's been quite a few of those since then. Pong makes up one of several games from the first Atari Arcade Collection cartridge to hit the Evercade consoles. It will no longer cost you 25 cents to play a game, but the question is, how well does this old timer hold up today? Well, I'm sad to report that this game plays terribly. Absolutely terribly. And it all comes down to the controls. On the original hardware, you'd have a paddle controller that was built into the arcade machine, and that allowed you to control your bat with some level of precision. That precision has unfortunately been completely lost through the Evercade's D-pad controller. The speed at which the ball is served and bounces around the playing field, compared to how quickly that you can move your bat up and down the screen, they simply don't tally up. And as Pong is simply this, there's no other game modes, there's no options, there's not even a main menu, the fact that you can't reach the ball to return it can become very frustrating very quickly. If you choose to play single player, then the computer is far too good at the game to get any kind of rally going or have any hope of ever defeating them. Often they'll be about 20 to 30 points ahead of you if you play for a couple of minutes. I was hoping that playing local multiplayer would be its saving grace, but after trying it, that was equally as difficult to play, as neither of us could get to the ball fast enough to either meet the initial serve or return the ball if we did manage that. There's no end to Pong, it simply just goes on for as long as you have patience with it. And in this case, that patience runs out awfully quickly, so there's really nothing worth playing here. The Evercade does support other controller types, so I'm guessing there's probably a more suitable controller for this game out there, but as I don't own it, I can't give it a test out and judge it on that. Equally, I do feel in these reviews that all the game's controls should be judged playing them using the standard Evercade controller setup. The issue here with the controls not being up to scratch essentially ruins the game, and it is similar to the issues found on Super Breakout on this Atari cartridge. I've reviewed that one too, so check out the link if you'd like to see how that one plays. Super Breakout did have a few slight redeeming qualities to it, and that stopped me from dishing out a truly abysmal score. Pong on the other hand does not, so with that in mind I'm going to award it my lowest score yet, a 1 out of 10. Yep, a 1 out of 10 score. I didn't want to go this low, but I'm essentially forced to as this game is practically unplayable. The only positive I can say about it is that it's admirable to have a piece of gaming history included on the cartridge, but otherwise there's really nothing of value here, and it makes you wonder why Blaze Entertainment included this on this cartridge. I assume they thoroughly playtest everything before finalising the lineup, so I'm confused how they could have played this with the Evercade controller and thought it was up to the task. As it's so elderly, there's obviously nothing really to speak of in terms of sounds or graphics, which are both as basic as you can get, but that's to be expected. It's a real disappointment, as obviously Pong can be a simple but fun little game in multiplayer. All I can say is that I hope I don't have to go this low again with my score in any of my upcoming future Evercade review videos. So thanks for reaching this point with me, and please let me know in the comments your thoughts on Pong's inclusion in this cartridge. Was I too hard on it? Is there another control out there that redeems this one? I'd like to know if you have found that, so please let me know in the comments, and let me know your thoughts on the Atari Arcade cartridge as a whole too, while you're at it. Hope you've enjoyed this look into this under-delivering golden oldie in Pong, and until next time, take it easy.